At the end of 2020, we decided to pack our bags in Auckland and make the move to Raglan. Why? To live our dreams and to build an off-grid passive home for our family. As a family-owned building company, a husband, father of two and an asthmatic, we felt it was important to shine the light into the New Zealand building industry, inviting our building partners and industry professionals to help the viewers understand and educate them on what it takes to build a healthy, high-performance home.
We actually collectively got together as a team and we said, how are we going to change construction in New Zealand? What is going to be the new house for New Zealand and what should be the new house for New Zealand?
Good question. Building standards in New Zealand are around 20 to 25 years behind most other OECD countries.
I've been astounded to know that so many people live in housing that is unfit for human habitation.
What we expect the outcome from that to be, as more buildings are built to the higher standards, is that there'll be less respiratory illnesses occurring because of the environmental qualities in our buildings.
Us humans spend about 70% of our time indoors, so we deserve to be living in a comfortable, dry, warm, quiet environment.
I'm Toby and this is my wife Kat, and together we run an eco building company called Craft Homes. We've just recently moved from Auckland down here to Raglan with our two young boys.
I think really we just wanted to share our journey, didn't we? We wanted to, for others to kind of be inspired, hopefully, and to see the benefits in building this kind of home for themselves and their family. And we think it's going to be a home for the future. So, we want others to see that.
So I'm a country boy from the King Country in a little place called Pipi, and it was essentially me just wanting to get back to my roots and what I was brought up with. And I think living in Auckland, in that time has really made me realise how important it was for me to get my family into a similar scenario as what I grew up with.
I grew up in a small place as well, and really the move is about us, but it's also about our kids, and it's about being able to connect with nature, to be able to enjoy it on our doorstep and have that freedom for our children. I think we found the perfect spot. We found some land in Tamata, just outside of Raglan, and the land itself had the perfect orientation, so lots of natural sunlight, because we want to. Solar is important to our design, but we also wanted a great view, as well as lots of space to grow our own food, and I guess to make the land our own, really, to be able to put our stamp on it. That was important to us.
Yep, It was close to the beach. It allowed us to do the things with our kids, bit of fishing, surfing, things like that. Those were some of the criteria with the location we chose before we left Auckland, was trying to find that location, and after 2 years of looking, this was definitely the place.
Yeah.
My name is Mark Goodison. I'm the director and lead architectural designer of my small boutique architectural firm based in Takapuna in Auckland. So back in 2010 we got involved in the earthquake Christchurch rebuild. We completed 500 projects down in Christchurch after this and went through a range of houses. Now Christchurch is in a colder climate within New Zealand, and going through the houses down there, we came across great construction systems. Then we came through some systems that, probably had a lot of questions, going to them. And out of that 5-6 years that we spent doing a lot of work in Christchurch, I came out of it going, we need to improve how we build houses in New Zealand. And performance was one of the key issues that we came with.
So we're building a passive house, which is a low energy home. Passive homes are super energy efficient and they're designed to maintain a stable temperature regardless of the external conditions.
We didn't want a large home, we just wanted a home that worked well for us as a family. I think really the three most important things were health, comfort and sustainability. Using passive design means that there are set targets for energy efficiency, so everyone within the team knows what they're working towards right from the start.
As a business, we believe in a holistic approach and having the right team's vital. It's important for us to collaboratively use the right designers, ourselves obviously the builders and engineers, and together that's how we get the design over the line. And the main thing though is getting at it early, making sure that we can nail all the detail early up front before we start the build, and that's how we can get the project over the line with no issues.
Toby approached us with a design that he had seen, that he really liked, but he fundamentally wanted to make some key changes, and that's where we came in. Working in with Oculus thermal modelling, we set out to redesign this house, introduce new construction systems, and get this orientated on site to suit passive performance. Starting with the foundations, max rough slab, completely thermally insulated slab. Our wall systems and our roofing systems using a SIPS panel from Formance. Inside that SIPS panel, we then ran a 50mm cavity with a Knauf insulation. To the exterior of the building, we wrapped this house in a ProClimber wrap and with eco windows. Now ultimately this helped create the air tightness that we needed to achieve. The external cladding that we're running is from the Blackwood project, which is a burnt cedar, completely low maintenance product. First time that myself and Toby are working with this, and it's a product that we look forward to seeing in the flesh and on a full house.
So in addition to improving the thermal performance, we've also looked at other elements such as the orientation of the home, so we can kind of maximise the benefit from any solar gains. Also looking at using recycled and non-toxic materials as much as possible. Also things like landscaping, so being able to grow our own food as well, and then grey water recycling, rainwater harvesting, etc.
Another big part of our build is we've got really strict waste minimisation targets. So we have a no waste policy on all of our builds, and that's a really big part of our project too, is that we can show people you know, how we construct a home with minimal waste. And one of the things with our home is prefabrication, and that's something that we're big into. It just lowers the impact on the environment, and it's a faster way to build homes.
Toby's been so passionate about creating these high performance homes for everyone else, you know, and now he's got the opportunity to build his own, you know, and I mean there's no better salesperson than Toby when it comes to high performance homes. You know, he wants to create this house so that he can show future homeowners, you know, the benefits of this house and why we should be building this way. I think a lot of homeowners are going to believe in Toby and believe in his goals, you know, not just what he's achieving on his own house, but what he wants to achieve for all his future clients and the types of homes that he, you know, wants to build in New Zealand. There's absolutely no compromise.